Atlantis. For centuries, stories about Atlantis have fascinated historians, explorers, and curious dreamers alike. The legendary civilization was first described by the ancient Greek philosopher Plato. According to his writings, Atlantis existed as a wealthy island kingdom beyond known lands. Its people supposedly possessed advanced engineering, powerful fleets, and impressive architectural achievements. Vast canals connected different districts, creating a society that appeared remarkably organized. Wealth and influence allowed Atlantis to dominate surrounding regions for many generations. Some accounts claim the civilization eventually became arrogant and morally corrupted over time. A catastrophic natural disaster allegedly caused the island to sink beneath the sea. Whether real or mythical, Atlantis remains one of history's most enduring mysteries. Indus Valley Civilization. Long before many famous empires emerged, sophisticated cities flourished across South Asia. The Indus Valley Civilization developed near major river systems supporting agriculture and trade. Cities such as Harappa and Mohenjo-daro displayed remarkable planning and urban design. Streets followed organized grids, while drainage systems demonstrated impressive engineering knowledge. Standardized weights and measurements suggest widespread commercial activity throughout different settlements. Archaeologists have discovered thousands of artifacts revealing complex social and economic structures. Their written symbols remain undeciphered, preventing complete understanding of their society today. Environmental changes and shifting rivers may have weakened agricultural productivity significantly. Eventually, many urban centers declined, leaving behind ruins that still intrigue researchers. Minoan Civilization. The Minoans built one of Europe's earliest advanced civilizations on the island of Crete. Their society thrived through maritime trade, connecting numerous regions across the Mediterranean. Magnificent palaces featured colorful frescoes depicting daily life, ceremonies, and nature. Unlike many ancient cultures, Minoan artwork often emphasized elegance rather than warfare. Skilled craftsmen produced fine pottery, jewelry, and luxury goods for distant markets. Prosperity allowed cities to expand, while maintaining extensive commercial relationships abroad. A massive volcanic eruption nearby may have severely disrupted regional stability. Additional invasions and economic decline likely accelerated the civilization's eventual collapse. Despite disappearing, Minoan achievements influenced later cultures throughout the ancient world. Mycenaean Civilization. The Mycenaeans dominated much of mainland Greece during the Late Bronze Age. Powerful rulers governed fortified cities, protected by enormous defensive stone walls. Their society valued military strength, political authority, and control over trade routes. Archaeological discoveries reveal elaborate tombs filled with weapons, jewelry, and treasures. Written records indicate organized administrations managing resources across different territories effectively. Mycenaean influence extended throughout the eastern Mediterranean through commerce and diplomacy. Many scholars associate this civilization with legends later preserved in Greek mythology. Around the 12th century BCE, widespread instability contributed to significant decline. Their disappearance marked the beginning of a transformative period in regional history. Olmec Civilization. Deep within present-day Mexico, the Olmecs established a remarkably influential early civilization. They developed important cultural traditions that later shaped numerous Mesoamerican societies. Massive stone heads remain among the most recognizable symbols of Olmec achievement. These impressive sculptures likely represented rulers, leaders, or other significant individuals. Agricultural success supported growing populations and encouraged the development of ceremonial centers. Trade networks connected communities and facilitated the exchange of valuable resources. Religious beliefs influenced architecture, art, and political authority throughout their territories. The exact reasons behind their decline remain uncertain despite extensive archaeological investigation. Nevertheless, their cultural legacy survived through civilizations that followed afterward. Nabataean Civilization. The Nabataeans built a prosperous kingdom within harsh desert environments of Arabia. Their success depended heavily upon controlling valuable trade routes crossing difficult terrain. Skilled engineers developed systems that captured and stored precious water supplies. The city of Petra became famous for magnificent structures carved directly into rock. Merchants transported spices, incense, and luxury goods between distant commercial centers. Wealth generated through trade financed impressive architectural and cultural achievements. Strategic diplomacy often helped preserve independence despite pressure from powerful neighbors. Eventually, Roman expansion absorbed Nabataean territories into a larger imperial system. Even today, Petra stands as a stunning reminder of their accomplishments. Kingdom of Aksum. Aksum emerged as a powerful civilization in the Horn of Africa centuries ago. Its strategic location encouraged trade between Africa, Arabia, and the Mediterranean. Merchants exchanged ivory, gold, agricultural products, and other valuable commodities regularly. Monumental stone stelae demonstrated engineering capabilities and reflected important cultural traditions. The kingdom eventually adopted Christianity, becoming one of the world's earliest Christian states. Strong commercial networks supported prosperity and increased regional influence considerably over time. Environmental pressures may have gradually reduced agricultural productivity within important areas. Shifting trade patterns also weakened economic foundations, supporting long-term political stability. Despite decline, Aksum played a crucial role in African historical development. Tiwanaku. Near the shores of Lake Titicaca, Tiwanaku became a remarkable Andean civilization. Its people adapted successfully to challenging high-altitude environments through innovative farming methods. Monumental architecture reflected sophisticated planning and impressive organizational capabilities. Religious ceremonies likely played central roles within political and social structures. Extensive influence reached distant communities through cultural connections and economic exchange. Carefully constructed agricultural systems helped sustain large populations despite environmental difficulties. Climate changes may have disrupted food production and weakened societal resilience. As resources became less reliable, political authority likely faced increasing challenges. Eventually, major centers were abandoned, leaving behind enduring archaeological mysteries. Cahokia. Cahokia once stood as the largest urban center north of ancient Mexico. Located near the Mississippi River, it supported a surprisingly large population. Massive earthen mounds dominated the landscape and served important ceremonial functions. Complex social organization enabled construction projects requiring substantial labor and coordination. Trade networks connected Cahokia with distant communities across wide geographic regions. Religious traditions influenced leadership structures and community life in significant ways. Environmental pressures and resource management challenges may have contributed to decline. Population decreases gradually transformed the city and reduced its regional importance. Today, its remaining earthworks provide valuable insights into pre-Columbian North America. Ancestral Puebloans. The Ancestral Puebloans developed thriving communities across the American Southwest centuries ago. Their settlements often occupied dramatic landscapes featuring cliffs, mesas, and canyons. Skilled builders constructed impressive dwellings using stone and other local materials. Agricultural practices supported populations despite living within relatively arid environments. Trade and cultural exchange connected different settlements across broad geographic areas. Religious traditions likely shaped community organization and influenced important social activities. Extended droughts may have placed increasing pressure upon food production systems. Gradual migration allowed many communities to relocate toward more sustainable regions. Their descendants continue preserving cultural traditions rooted in this remarkable heritage. Easter Island Civilization. Far across the Pacific Ocean, a unique civilization developed in relative isolation. The island's inhabitants created the famous Moai statues seen around the world. These enormous stone figures required tremendous effort, planning, and skilled craftsmanship. Complex social structures coordinated labor needed for ambitious construction projects successfully. Limited natural resources demanded careful management within the island environment. Competition between groups may have increased pressure upon already strained resources. Environmental degradation likely created challenges affecting agriculture and overall sustainability. Population changes transformed society long before significant outside contact occurred. The surviving statues continue representing one of humanity's most fascinating achievements. Caral Civilization. Caral emerged in present-day Peru thousands of years before many famous civilizations. It is considered among the oldest known urban societies in the Americas. Monumental structures indicate sophisticated planning and organized community cooperation throughout settlements. Evidence suggests economic stability developed through agriculture, fishing, and regional exchange. Large public spaces likely hosted ceremonies strengthening social and cultural connections. Unlike many ancient civilizations, signs of warfare appear relatively limited. Long-term environmental changes may have disrupted established economic and agricultural systems. Population shifts eventually reduced the importance of major urban centers. Archaeological discoveries continue expanding knowledge about this remarkably early civilization. Great Zimbabwe. Great Zimbabwe became a powerful center of trade and political influence. Massive stone structures demonstrated extraordinary construction skills without using mortar techniques. The city connected regional producers with international trading networks across oceans. Gold and other resources contributed significantly to economic prosperity and growth. Leadership maintained authority through systems supported by wealth and strategic relationships. Cultural traditions flourished alongside expanding commercial opportunities throughout surrounding territories. Environmental pressures and changing trade routes may have weakened established foundations. Gradual decline eventually reduced the city's political and economic significance. Its impressive ruins remain among Africa's most important historical landmarks today. Elam Civilization. Elam developed in ancient southwestern Iran, alongside several influential neighboring cultures. Its history spans many centuries marked by conflict, diplomacy, and cultural achievement. Strategic location encouraged interaction with powerful civilizations throughout the broader region. Elamite rulers governed important cities while competing for influence and resources. Distinct language and traditions helped maintain a unique cultural identity. Military campaigns occasionally expanded territory, while also provoking external threats and rivalries. Repeated invasions gradually weakened political structures, supporting long-term stability and growth. Eventually, stronger powers absorbed Elamite lands into expanding imperial systems. Nevertheless, their contributions remain significant within the history of the ancient Near East. Maya classic cities. The Maya built extraordinary cities throughout parts of present-day Mexico and Central America. Their civilization achieved remarkable advances in mathematics, astronomy, architecture, and writing. Monumental temples dominated urban landscapes and reflected important religious beliefs. Skilled scholars carefully observed celestial movements and recorded complex calendar systems. Trade connected cities while supporting economic development across extensive territories. Political rivalries sometimes created conflicts between competing rulers and powerful city-states. Environmental stress may have reduced agricultural productivity in several important regions. Population declines eventually contributed to the abandonment of numerous major centers. Even after these changes, Maya culture survived and continues thriving today.